Hello! Diana the Happy Lawyer, back in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. Whoa! So, I'm pulled over on the side of the road because it's 8 o'clock and it's time for the show. And I was traveling back from Wyndham to, after seeing John, which was great. And I'm about a half an hour from home. I actually pulled over right by the Flushing Meadow Park, which, as you can see, is very beautiful right now. There's the lake, Meadow Lake, I think it's called. The sun is setting over, the west, and there's a big party going on here. I think it's muscle cars or something like that. But whatever it is, it's loud. It's loud and it's muscly. So I'm just grateful that I was driving and I knew I wasn't going to make it home. And I'm like, well, let's just hope I get someplace nice to pull over. I'm sorry I don't have the. Well, over there is the at least part of the famed part of the World's Fair, the spaceships from Men in Black, and over that way is the globe, the giant globe. But I just pulled over here because I'm going to be able to just jump right back on the van. We can get home. So I hope everybody's great and had a great weekend. The weather was phenomenal. I'm still getting over, I guess, what they call jet lag, which means you're awake at 3 o'clock in the morning and can't sleep, and then at the normal 10, 11 o'clock you can't go to sleep because, I don't know, your body clock is screwed up. That's basically what jet lag is. It means your body clock is screwed up, which happened on the way to my trip to Australia and on the way back home from Hawaii. But I don't care. Who cares? I don't care. It is a little weird, though, to not know what kind of day it is and be out of function and everything. So I did have a great day. And, I also heard that it was really, really hot last week here. And now it's very nice and cool, so I'm happy about that. The lesson that I posted for today was halfway around the world and back, and gifts from the universe. So this is what I learned. I went halfway around the world, and it was really amazing. And here's the thing, very doable, okay? I always thought it was going to be like an impossibility, a big problem, a big pain, very expensive, all that stuff. And guess what? We went top notch. We got a lot of great hotels and everything. And so we, went for it because we could. But if you don't have a ton of money to spend, you can definitely still get over there and have a great time. There's lots and lots of room and advantages for people who are traveling on a budget or whatever. Or, we did Alaska, New Zealand, Hawaii. Oh my. And, you don't have to do all that. You can just do one of them. And there's lots of stuff that you can do. And so just don't put it off. Don't keep putting off your dream of a lifetime, your dream trip, whatever it is. If it's taking a cruise to Alaska, if it's whitewatering the Grand Canyon, if it's going to Mardi Gras in New Orleans, which, by the way, is coming up. So if anybody's interested, contact me. Don't say I can't do it. Don't say, next time, next year. Don't do any of that stuff. Whatever it is that you have in your mind, just start making progress towards it. And as you move towards it, it will move towards you. That's the universe in action. That is a gift from the universe. When you start moving towards your dream, goal, passion, whatever it is, it starts moving back to you. So definitely don't block yourself. Don't put up your own roadblocks that say, oh, I'll never be able to go to Australia, or, I'll never be able to do whatever it is that, I want to do. I'll never get home in time to do the show from my house. It's true. I don't care. It was a roadblock. Sometimes roadblocks are there. Just got to figure out a way around them or over them or through them, under, whatever it is, or just accept the roadblock and deal with it until it's gone. Right now, I'm going to be standing here with some noisy music. You probably can't hear it. And the sun is setting. It's beautiful. And it's perfect. The universe gave me this gift that I was pulled over where I know where I am, Flushing Meadow Park, and I'll be able to get right home very quickly. So that's a very simple gift from the universe. I mean, the universe gives little tiny gifts that you have to appreciate as, wonderful. This is wonderful. I'm really happy about being able to broadcast from right here. And and the universe also gives big giant gifts like like being able to plan the trip to Australia, having everything, come together the way it did. I think I did a prior, this is from Hawaii. I think I did a prior show where I talked about the fact that I talked about the passport was late one day, and we were one day late. It was not a big deal. We stressed out over it, but the universe knew better. For whatever reason, universe knew better. So the trick to the gifts from the universe is recognize them, recognize the gifts from the universe, and accept them easily and say, wow, thank you, universe. I mean, it's really the password. Thank you is the password that you need to unlock the universal gifts. Just like you need to unlock, oh, there's the people. Just like you need to unlock your phone, or you need to unlock whatever, you always need a password. The password to unlock the gifts from the universe is thank you, gratitude, being grateful for what you have, being grateful for being able to pull over right here, being grateful for being able to do an amazing trip. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to be. It's just flashing back in my mind. Grateful for an amazing trip that was only delayed by one day for whatever reason. The other interesting thing that happened was I ended up getting tickets for a luau, and even though we were doing everything like first rate, for some reason I took the second level tickets. The guy said that you could see the stage better because it was a big stage and the seats up front, you can't see everything. And you really could. You could see the stage great. But the amazing thing that happened in the second level tickets was that I met a guy named Eric, and he happened to be in Hawaii doing the Spartan races. I mean, he showed us pictures of him carrying like a giant, 150-pound ball, whatever it is. I don't know how big it was, but I can tell you right now, I'm not carrying that and walking 50 feet. But he was worked out for it. He's into it. His girlfriend's into it. She was unable to go because she started school unexpectedly and couldn't make the trip to Hawaii. So she said, go yourself. It's the Spartan. You want to do it. And so he happened to be there on his own. Long story short, he sat with us in the second level seats. And then the next day, my surfing lesson busted. The guy never showed up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I knew that Eric was climbing up Diamond Head. And so I texted him and I said, hey, if you haven't gone up yet, can I climb Diamond Head with you? And he said, sure. And it was great because, I could have climbed Diamond Head by myself. I probably wouldn't. It was better to do it with somebody else. It's always more fun to do stuff with somebody else, although I do like my alone time. And but the funny thing was the universe, when I bought those tickets, I just felt like, the universe was saying, get those tickets, get the second row, get the second level, get the second level. Even though we were doing everything first rate, it was like, get the second level. And I was like, okay, I got to get the second level. And then the guy was like, oh, they're better to see the stage. I'm like, okay, they're better to see the stage. Little did I know that little inkling in my head of the universe going, get the second level, against my instinct, was because the Spartan was going to be there alone, the second level, sitting with us. And then that was going to enable me to climb Diamond Head, which was one of my big goals and dreams for the trip, and I was able to get it done. And yes, I could have gone on my own, but I probably wouldn't have. But knowing that he was going the next day, it worked out. He was leaving that day. He was going to climb Diamond Head and head to the airport. So sometimes the gifts from the universe don't come, they're not obvious, they're disguised. They look like something that may even be inconvenient. A gift from the universe, it may be something that's inconvenient, but then when you look back, you realize, oh, that was a gift. And that was a gift. The second level was a gift so I could climb Diamond Head. So thank you, universe. Thank you for that. And the universe is going to continue to give you great gifts all the time, and you have to recognize them. I am grateful that I'm so grateful I got home safely and that my cats were safe and taken care of by my cousins. Thank you, Ginny and Melissa. That was a big gift because that's something that, you just want to get home safe from a big trip, and you just want to know that everyone you left behind for just a few weeks, even though it seems like months, is safe when you get back there. So those are big gifts from the universe. You always want to be, and it's easy. It's easy to be grateful for those big gifts, but it's the little ones. It's the little ones like my flowers that, stayed in bloom while I was away. I was able to, snip back some, what do they call it? Deadheading. Not like the band, but removing dead flowers so that your flowers can bloom. I was able to deadhead my flowers yesterday and bring my garden back to, a beautiful state. So grateful for that. I'm grateful for every flower that blooms in my garden. That's like a simple little thing. And you always have to say thank you for those. And of course, the blooming flowers are always wonderful because it's life. It's just creation and life. And especially since I tend the garden, so when I see it blooming, it makes me feel happy because I feel successful and, ooh, cool. I got some cool flowers that I planted. My rose bushes went nuts. My rose bushes in 3 weeks are like triple the size. It's amazing. So you always want to say thank you for the big things, like getting home safely to your family, and for the little things, like the flowers that grow in the garden, the ability to pull over at a safe location that I know so I could do my show, the ability to drive up and see my friend John, who looks amazingly good. I mean, he's really getting better, and he's even talking now about it's taken a while to get over this, but I'm coming along. Like he's seeing past this year that's been tough for him. It hasn't even been a full year. It's only been since January. But, by Christmas time, he could be back to what he was. And it looks like he's going to be coming back further south because Wyndham is not a really good place to be in the freezing cold winter. So they're going to be coming further south, which is I'm grateful for that. Thank you, because I'll be visiting him anyway. And hey, cousin Kathy, my cousin Kathy, I know she's grateful for so much stuff because I can see the things that she posts. Now, here's the funny thing. You can always tell what people are grateful, the grateful people, by what they're posting on Facebook. Facebook is like a bittersweet, good, bad thing because it's a place where people, thank you. Yes, I'm glad I'm home safe too. It's a place where people can post stuff like a picture of a flower. My friend Patrick, he is posting one flower a day, a bloom that he gets, because when you do that, it feels good. Kathy is always posting about her children and her grandchildren's successes, and she has a lot of stuff that, we all have a lot of stuff we can bitch about and complain about, and you see those people who are posting about how horrible everything is. Guess what? There's as many great things out there as there are not great things. And what you focus on is what expands in your life. So if you're focusing on the things that are not great, that are difficult, that are, bugging you, or if you're talking about, politics and how horrible the world is, then that's what's going to expand in your life, the bad stuff. So focus on the good stuff. When you're clicking on your Facebook stuff, click on Diana the Happy Lawyer, because that's good and happy. And look at the people that I'm friends with. See if there's some, I belong to the sloth group. I belong to the empath group. I belong to people that are just doing fun. There's a guy named Ron Turner. I really don't even know how I know him because I just hook up with all the Matrix people because I know they all have positive energy. But this guy, Ron Turner, is always putting great cat and dog things on. And so by clicking on those cat and dog things, I'm getting more cat and dog things. And funny stuff, beautiful stories, great pictures, all the animal stuff. I love it. The animals are generally not man-made. And as I've said before, anything that's not man-made is universe-made. And so that's really what you want to, you want to be focusing on the universe-made stuff because we're all universe-made. I mean, we're man-made to the extent that, we were propagated or what's the right word? I don't know. I'll call that jet lag. My mother gave birth to me, so I was a human made because my mother gave birth to me. But the whole, process is really a heavenly kind of miraculous thing. I mean, human population, propagation. I don't know what the word. Forget it. But babies are miracles. That's all there is to it. No matter what or when or where, every baby is a miracle from the moment it's conceived until the moment it's born. And then you grow up and you create your own miracle after that. People talk all about free will. Oh, you have free will to do what you want. Yeah, that means you have free will to to be careful what you're clicking on Facebook, and don't click on the negativity stuff. I saw something today that was negative and about politics, and saying how they were so disappointed in their friends. My brother Steven got put in Facebook jail. He doesn't even know why, but he was like blocked from posting anything on Facebook for 3 days because something he said, he's not even sure what it is because they won't tell him. But obviously somebody didn't like something he said and complained about it, and Facebook blocked him. So here's the thing. Don't use Facebook as a sounding board for your aggression, because the more you click on that aggravation, the more aggravation Facebook is going to send you. And as much as I see people staring in the Facebook, whatever, I'm looking at my phone on Facebook, people on their computers, they have it on their iPads, laptops, whatever it is. Facebook is not going away. It's out there. So make sure to use it carefully. Make sure that you're clicking on happy stuff, and be grateful that you have Facebook to communicate. There's so many people that I've communicated with while I was on vacation, and so many people that I've reached out and recontacted after decades of not seeing each other or communication. Cousin Kathy was a perfect example, and yeah, she's saying they're a lifeline. Her children. She's talking about her children and her grandchildren, because these are the things that are important in life. These are the things, the people that are the important things in life. And this is what I've noticed going around halfway around the world and back. The places are beautiful. Okay. There's only one Diamond Head, but you know what? There's also only one Mohonk Mountain, and it's in New York. So those kind of things. The Waikiki Beach was phenomenally beautiful. There's only one Waikiki Beach. There's only one Fire Island Beach. Those things are going to always be the individual things that are related to the place where you are, and you're always. But there's going to be beautiful stuff everywhere you go. There's going to be rainbows everywhere. There's going to be rainbows in New Zealand, and there's going to be rainbows on Long Island. There's going to be thunderstorms in New Zealand, and there's going to be thunderstorms on Long Island. I came back to a great thunderstorm. It kind of cleansed me. Didn't put me to sleep, but it cleansed me. So it's the people that are different. That's the one thing that you notice is the people in Australia, the people in New Zealand, the people in the United States. Whether you're close to them or you're not, whether you're talking to them on Facebook, they're the things that are going to matter. My friend Owen in New Zealand, amazing. I honestly never. I kept saying I'm going to come and visit you, and I finally did it. Now he's going to be coming here in November. He comes back and forth to the United States way more than I go back and forth to New Zealand. But that's what it is. The people that you meet, the individuals that are, I'm going to call them not man-made. I'm going to call them universe-made. And all those rainbows and all those beaches and all those mountains, they're all universe-made. These are the things that are important. The things that you can really vibe with, for lack of a better term. Your vibrational energy is going to be connected to good vibrational energy when you're dealing with universe-made stuff. The bad posting on Facebook, the I didn't like what you said, so I'm going to complain and you're going to be banned from Facebook. That's not the universe. That's man-made stuff, which can sometimes be negative. Now, that may have universal, have been prompted by the universe, because my brother said he learned a lot from being off Facebook for 3 days. And I guess you probably could, because you probably realize how much time you're spending on it, how much positivity or negativity you're getting out of it, and how much you really have control over how much time you spend on Facebook. So in a way, maybe him being off Facebook for a couple of days was good. I know when I was traveling through New Zealand and I didn't have access to my internet all the time because we were roaming, I didn't mind. I was not on Facebook all the time. I have tons of pictures still I have to post, but it wasn't so bad, because I don't, I like Facebook, but I don't need Facebook. I could go off it. I'm using it now, Diana the Happy Lawyer, because I want to spread positivity and joy. So the thing about going around the world and back and the gifts from the universe is that the universal energy is just that. It's universal. Now, we're only worldwide. We're only to the universe, to the other side of the world and back. We're only Long Island. We're only Florida. We're only London. We're only New Zealand. We're only California. But that universal energy is everywhere. It's reaching out to you all the time. It's coming from the sun. It's coming from the clouds. It's coming from the moon. It's coming from the earth. It's coming from everywhere at you. So you can interact with the universal energy no matter where you are on the planet. Where in the world is Diana G. and Turco? I'm in Flushing Meadow Park right now after being in Wyndham all day. And guess what? The universal energy is right with me all the time. The universal energy is around me. It's sitting next to me in the car. It's on top of the mountain. It's in this beautiful lake. It's in this beautiful sunset that I'm seeing. It's going through this phone. It's reaching out to all of you. It's in all of the responses and all the comments that I'm getting. The universal energy is universal. It's everywhere. And by virtue of being universal, it treats everybody the same. Universal means it fits everything the same. You know how like you have a universal remote control or a universal coffee pot to replace the coffee pot that broke, and it's got a little thing on top that adjusts so that it adjusts to all the coffee pots. Universal means the same all over the place. It fits everything. So the universal energy fits everybody. The only thing that makes a difference is how you respond to the universal energy. So universal energy treats everybody the same. The way you respond to the universal energy is what makes the difference. So if the universe is sending you a positive signal and it's obviously clear, a clear gift that you can say, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that I'm home safe with my animals, and I'm so grateful for my children and my grandchildren and my parents and whatever it is, my job, my house, whatever it is. Those are the obvious ones. The ones that aren't obvious are the ones that are problematic, that seem problematic, like maybe difficulty with a car, or something that doesn't go your way, something that you're expecting to go one way and it doesn't go that way, it goes another way. So those are gifts from the universe. Also, the way you react. Now, if something doesn't go your way and you get all angry and start yelling and fighting and you're pushing against the universe, it's not going to make it any easier. Even when things don't go your way, that's when you have to say, okay, the universe is in control. Maybe there's a reason why this happened this way. Maybe there's a reason that traffic is backed up right now. Maybe there's a reason that my car didn't start right away this morning, or whatever, or I ran out of milk, or any of the things that you get aggravated at. Maybe there's a reason the project at work did not go smoothly. Those are the also gifts from the universe that you have to be open to recognizing as positivity, because the universe doesn't give negativity. The universe only gives positivity. The universe only says yes and wait. There is no negativity in the universe. It's how people react to it that becomes negative, and people see that as negative. And can I explain why people suffer in hurricanes or earthquakes, or why there's war, or why people die? No, I can't explain any of that. I don't know why that is. It seems like a bad thing. I know in Long Beach, Hurricane Sandy kicked the crap out of a lot of people, and now a lot of those people have brand new 2-story homes that they're loving. That was a very bad thing that happened, and a lot of people came out okay. So I don't know why all the bad things happen. I only know that the only thing you can control is your reaction to the bad things. And be careful when you judge those bad things. How bad really are they? I was out of my house for 3 months after Sandy. That was minor, and I'm so grateful that my house survived Sandy. Very happy about that, and I recognize that as huge. Even though some people might be like, "Oh, you were out of your house. That's a problem." It wasn't a problem because I knew I was going back, and it was great. So the thing you want to remember is the universe is always giving gifts, and you have to recognize them. You have to keep your eyes open to see them, whether they are good, which are the easy ones to recognize, or whether they're bad, which you say, well, how could the universe be blessing me if I know a lady who, I don't know her whole story, but this is what she said to me. If I didn't get cancer, I wouldn't have my 3 adopted children right now. She's So, whatever. You make of that comment whatever you want. She's very happy. She's, a survivor. But that was her comment to me. And you never expect to hear somebody say something like that. If I didn't get cancer, I wouldn't have my 3 adopted children. So whatever the negativity that came to her, it brought her to a place of complete happiness and bliss that really worked. So this week, I want you to not only say thank you for all the great things that are clear and obvious that happen, but also say thank you for the negative stuff that happens, because you don't know what the big grand scheme is. You don't know what the big plan is. Say thank you for everything. Thank you for the good and thank you for the bad. Because when you're saying thank you for the bad, then, it's gonna come out good. Kathy, I see you saying, love life to the fullest. You only have one. Well, that's what I just did. We did the fullest vacation that I've ever done in my life. I can't even, we were starting to list all the things that we did day to day. And I tell you, we did some days 2 things in a day, 3 things in a day that were just amazing. And we didn't stop. If you looked at any of my Facebook, Diana G and Turco Facebook, it was crazy. It was living life to the fullest. And the reason why I did it was because life is short and life is precious and fragile and all of that stuff, and it can be gone in an instant. Could be gone, please. I don't even want to talk about the stories that you hear online or on the news. Just turn on the news for 5 minutes and you'll hear about people hit and run, elevator accidents, people that just, are gone, having no idea that the same day that they started that morning complaining about the weather or something, that was going to be the last day that they were going to have to complain or to appreciate life. So, God, there's a song that says, live life like it's your last day or something like that. If this is your last day, how would you live it? And that's really what you have to do, because none of us know. None of us know how long we're going to be. And my friend John is 94. He's actually recovering now. He's getting better. I always thought he would go to 100. So I'm confident now because he really looks great and he's getting much better. But yeah, Kathy, you're right. You got to live life to the fullest because it's the only one. And the other people around you are going to respond to that too. And then they're going to live life to the fullest. And, maybe I'm going to inspire some people to take a crazy vacation, even if it's not Australia, New Zealand, Hawaii. Maybe it'll be, a 1 week in Naples, Florida, or going to the Grand Canyon or going to Mardi Gras, anything that you've always wanted to do, because life is short and you're going to end up, whoa. This guy's pulling up right on me. There you go. I needed some light. My lighting was dimming, so I needed somebody with a car to pull up with his headlights. Appreciate life. You only have one. Do everything first class. I got a little grief because I was so excited. I was filming myself in first class that it was like gauche, you know what I mean? Like it was tacky that I was showing everybody that I was never been in first class before. But you know what? I don't care, because it was fun. And it was fun and funny. I had fun doing it. I know that there's a lot of people out there that never been to first class. And maybe now they see it and they go, hey, you know what? I never even looked. I never even considered first class. But maybe I will consider first class for a long flight. And also upgrade everything that you do. Upgrade your whole life from whatever you're doing to a first class thing. Even if it's only in your mind. Even if you're just upgrading to first class in your mind, you can do that. And life will be more fun. Life will be more fun and more enjoyable. And then, here goes the ice cream truck. Ice cream truck. There it is. The ice cream truck is just going by. See, now those people are going to have fun. Their night just got upgraded to first class because they're all hanging out here. It's a beautiful night. And guess what? The ice cream truck just arrived. Now that's something to be grateful for. That's a little gift from the universe when the ice cream truck shows up, And yeah, thank you, Kathy. I'm saying, yes, I did deserve that great vacation. I worked very hard, but you know what? We all deserve it. We all deserve to be living our dreams and pursuing our passions That's what I always ask people. What's your passion? And sometimes they have to think about it, but they all know. Everybody knows what it is. Whether it's taking care of children, whether it's working out, whether it's helping people, whether it's painting, whether it's traveling. Everybody knows what their passion is. It's just so far buried down in all the man-made stuff that they forget that the universe put that spark inside them to make them, to make whatever that spark is in their life come alive, and that to live that and share that with people. So that's what I'm trying to do. And even if it means I got to pull over on the side of the road before I get home to do it, then that's what it means. And this week, make sure you recognize that all the gifts from the universe are good. Even if it looks bad, it's still good. And just say thank you. Just say thank you. And it'll relieve you. I say thank you 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the 3rd thank you, you feel it. You feel it a little more. So I'm going to sign off now and get myself home so I can see my little kittens and enjoy my evening. And I will see you guys next week. I'm back on the East Coast with the time. And I don't know, from here to then, it's the weeks are very long, it seems. So enjoy your week. I love you all, and love is all you need. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful week. Bye.